Hello and welcome to another 90-second PD where you can get tips and tricks to make your life a little easier in a little bit more than 90 seconds today. Today we are going to talk about Google Drive organization hacks, so I think it's going to be worth having more than 90 seconds. First of all, get organized. Use those folders to your advantage. You can create a folder for anything that you want, and then you can create folders within those folders. One way to get started is create a folder for every subject that you teach. Once you open that, you can create another folder for every semester that you've taught and put files and documents in there. If it doesn't fit into a particular semester, you can always just add files within that main folder. You can also color code folders to catch your attention more easily. You simply right-click on the folder, change color, and you can choose any of these colored folders. Once you've gotten organized with your folders and you're ready to make new documents, you can simply type in docs.new and it will automatically create a new document for you. You can also do this with sheets.new and slides.new. Once you've created a document and edited that document, you will have the option to move it to the folder that you want it to be in. Simply click the move arrow and then you can drill down and put that in the folder where you want it. You can also use that same organization feature with any document that is shared with you. You simply click the Add to Drive button and once again drill down to put it in the folder that you want it saved in. The next thing to be aware of is how you name folders and documents. If the folder or document is time sensitive, put a date on it. I always recommend putting the year first, then the month, then the date, and then you can title the document. That way, when Google organizes it, it always puts things in numerical and alphabetical order, and it will put all of these things in order by date. If the document is not time sensitive, just be detailed in what you're naming it and make sure you put it in the correct folder so you can easily find it. You'll notice in my English 1 folder, I have my folders separated by semester, but because it puts them in alphabetical order, I don't like the fact that it puts fall before spring, so I simply put an X in front of the word fall. That way, all of my folders are in order by semester. You can do all kinds of things to tweak the names of your documents so that they put them in the order that you want them in. Inside this folder, I have lots of documents for English 1. If there's a document that I use often and I want it to show up at the top of this folder, I simply put an asterisk at the front of the name, and that way it will put it at the very top. You can also teach your students to name documents the way you want them named before they share them with you. So if students are sharing documents with you, have them name the document with the block that they are in, their last name first, then their first name, and what the document is. That way, when they share them with you, you can click that Add to Drive button, add them to the correct folder, and then they will show up in an organized manner within that folder. Another option to save documents in an easily accessible location is to star them. If I have documents that I use often, I can click the star button, and now in my drive, when I go to starred, that document will show up. I do caution you not to star too many documents, but if there are things that you use often, this is a great way to access them quickly. Finally, Google Drive also has a place where you can create workspaces. This is called Priority Workspace. You can create workspaces. In these workspaces, you can save up to 25 documents. It does not move the documents out of their original folder. It simply adds them to the second location. So if you have documents that you are currently working on or need them in a general location for a certain time period, you can add those documents into this workspace. You just create the workspace, name it, and add the document. To go back later and add more documents, you click View Workspace, and then you can add more files. When you're finished with these workspaces, you can hide the workspace or remove the workspace. Again, it will not delete these documents, it just moves them out of this workspace.